Good morning, everyone.
Good
Oops, my
morning.
head
Good
is good. Good
morning.
morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Fan podcast. My name is Kimberly Winborn. I am your host. Just a moment, I will bring in my guest as well as my guest co-host. Um, I am excited this morning. Let's see here. I am excited this morning because two reasons. I have a guest host who is a friend. If you guys have been following the event, you saw that his name is Darryel Washington. He is the founder of Front and Back Nine Junior Golf Academy. And then again, we have Chef Athena. So, Chef Athena of Divine Goddess Health and Wellness. So, I'm going to bring both of them on so they can say good morning.
Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning.
Good morning, you all. And so today we are going to be focusing. So I don't know if you were with us last month, but last month we also had Chef Athena here, the last show of the month. It was Memorial Day. And she talked about it was like a summer salad that she showed us how to make, and then some salmon, and then some other accompaniments. I don't remember it. It was one other thing. What was the other thing? Was it just the salmon and the summer salad?
Yeah, it was salmon in the summer salad.
Okay, and then she talked to us a little bit about the fact that she really loves seasonings and sauces. So today we're going to focus on sauces because some of her following was like, "What's up with the sauces?" We got to find out, and I was like, "That's awesome. I want to learn too." So that's our feature for today. We're going to focus on sauces. Darryel, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? I'm going to put you in solo layout. Well, if it'll let me. Yeah, there you go. Tell us a little about yourself, Darryel.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good morning once again. Thank you for having me. Well, I'm the founder of Front and Back Nine Junior Golf Academy here in the Triangle area. We service kids ages 6 to 17 years of age, teaching the game of golf. We've been here since 2018, and we are definitely growing. We have over 100 and I would say 75 kids currently in the program. We do tournaments to different competitions in the triangle. And if your kid is interested in learning how to play the game of golf, and even also adults as well, you can definitely contact us or visit our page at frontback9.com.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're excited to have Darryel. And then, so Athena, for those who weren't here the last time, can you share a little bit about your business, what Divine Goddess Health and Wellness is, and what we can expect from today with the summer sauces?
Okay, so basically, this business, this is our motto: strive to be a size healthy. Because just because you're trying to eat healthier, that doesn't mean it has to taste bland and icky. So I came up with my own version of what I could do, which is take my Southern raising and how my parents and grandmothers cooked, and some of that stuff that I love, I turned it into something healthier. Hold on one second. Let me turn down my cauliflower.
I know that's right.
And so out came Divine Goddess Health and Wellness. I do more than just meal prepping. It started out as meal prepping, and then I went into one-on-one coaching, and then
Mhm.
now I'm doing private dining. I'm doing small gatherings, catering, and I'm also getting into some CBD for people with pain. So I will cook meals, or have a 5-course meal, and throughout the
Mhm.
meal you get a little CBD and you feel happy. So,
So what are
but
we
baby,
doing today to feature the sauces?
okay. So today I have two base sauces that I use for everything, and
Mm.
one is tomato based, and one is like a white sauce.
Awesome. Okay. So a tomato-based sauce and a white sauce.
Hmm.
Okay, cool, cool. And then we're doing it on what? Cauliflower. You mentioned cauliflower.
The
Full
the
dish.
white sauce is, well, yeah, the white sauce is cauliflower, and then the tomato based one is just your tomatoes. Um, and that's pretty much it. And to
Okay.
show people to it's, you can just take one Sunday or a Saturday, make big batches of them, freeze it, and then you do different things with it throughout the week. Because I'm a sauce person. I love soups. I love sauces. I love, stews and stuff like that. So.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to let Chef Athena work her magic. You can share with us the different things that you're doing that we need to know. Go ahead and butt in and say, as we have our conversation, and let us know what you got going on, because that is absolutely why we're here, to feature Chef Athena, Divine Goddess Health and Wellness. I do believe that the summer people do kind of try to reel it in a little bit. And so if you can get a jump on the rest of your year, learn some new techniques and things to be able to use, especially through the holidays when we kind of just throw everything out the window and eat our ham hocks. And well, I don't, but everybody goes a little bit deeper with the fatty foods and things like that. So maybe if you can learn, like she said, how to convert those things that we've loved and we've passed down from generations and make them a little bit healthier as a bonus for the rest of the year. Yeah. So Darryel, what's some of the things that while Chef Athena begins and does her or whatever she needs to do, what is something that you really enjoy eating?
Oh man, so I like what she said about sauces. I'm a big sauce person. So everything I usually eat has to have ranch dressing with it. I don't know.
That ain't a sauce.
I mean, I'm kind of like
that's
real
a
simple.
dip.
Is that a dip? Yeah, it's really a dip, but I really like it as a.
Guess you could dip your salad in there.
I dip everything. Okay, so it could be salad, it could be sushi, it can be anything. I just like ranch.
Sushi.
I'm not even gonna go there. Anyway, let me tap in real quick.
Okay.
I went ahead and I have cauliflower boiling right now, and we'll deal with that later. So what I did is I bought the biggest cauliflower head I could find. And you can buy based upon if you need to get two that fits your family or whatever. So I cut it and quartered it. And so what I normally do is, so this is one that still has the core on it and the leaves and all that. So what I'll do is I'll cut it right here, and then that'll release the flowerets, if you will. You don't want to cut too much of it off, because what you're going to end up doing is blending it. So it really doesn't matter how much stem up there. You just need to get the weird part at the bottom off. So here's what I'm going to do. So basically, this is about how much I took out of that cauliflower. And so, see, they just fall apart. So, and that's what you end up with. And that's what you would boil. So, like I said, while this is boiling, then I'm going to go ahead and start on the red sauce. So let me give you the background on the basis of the two sauces. So at first I used to make, because I love spaghetti, so I used to make a lot of tomato sauce with all the spices and stuff. And then sometimes I'll be like, well, I really want to make my own Taco Bell sauce to go in my taco bowl. But now I've flavored it and it tastes like spaghetti sauce. So I'm like, we got to figure something out. So what I did is I go ahead and I do a base tomato sauce. It's got some kosher salt and pepper. Period. That's it.
Making us hungry.
Yeah. And so what you do is now I normally don't do any type of canned veggies, because we all know they're full of salt. The only can that I do is the tomatoes. And of course, I know I've made it from scratch before with fresh tomatoes, but that is a daunting task. I'm not going to even go there. But so some of my favorite things, because I like chunky. Because if I get chunky and I may want to turn it into a marinara sauce, I could put it in the blender and make it more smooth, so you can use it as a marinara sauce in case you want to dip something in, So I also like, so sometimes I use tomato puree to thicken it up. And then sometimes I don't. If I'm doing, again, with the base, you just want the tomatoes, you want to season it just a tad. And then say if I wanted to make spaghetti, so I would take that out of the freezer, because I normally put all my sauces into like Ziploc bags and have them flat in the freezer, so that way you're not taking up too much room in your freezer. So I stack them up, and then I'll pull one out before I leave for work. When I get back home, it's melted, and then I can go ahead and put all my spices and things in it because the base is just the salt and the pepper.
Mhm.
So then, like I said, if I normally make mine chunky, and for me, I love I love to put onions, and when I say chunky, I mean chunky for me because I try to cut down on my meat because my body doesn't process it very well.
Uh-huh.
So I use a lot of mushrooms, lots of mushrooms because they're meaty. They make you feel like you're eating meat.
Uh-huh.
And I usually put peppers. I love tricolor peppers because you eat with your eyes. I mean, I like green peppers too, and I may throw one in there. Uh, but for me, my base would be the mushrooms, onions, and the peppers. So
Mhm.
what I'm going to do, and then another thing I like to use is something called fire roasted diced tomatoes because it gives it that smoky kind of flavor to it,
Flavor.
and I don't mind using that as my base because I like
Mhm.
that smoky kind of flavor with anything. And we're going to have some tomato puree because again, it gives it a little chunkiness because it's not quite sauce. And let's see what else. Yes, this is my tomato sauce, no salt. If I can't find no salt, and this came from Wegmans, but if I can't find no salt, that means that clues me in. I look at the sodium content in it, and that lets me know, okay, we're not using but a little bit of salt if I feel like I need it. And again, I use kosher salt. That's my salt of preference. And
Mhm.
so let's see. Yeah, that's good. So what I want to do is I want to start off with the red sauce, and I want to show you guys how quick it gets put together.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
Darryl,
right,
do
so
you cook?
No, not really. I,
So you
I,
need to be. You got your pen and your pad over there right now, so you can substitute ranch for the real white sauce, and get you substitute ketchup for the tomato sauce.
yeah. Now, did
and
you mention Wegmans? Did you say Wegmans?
hmm
Okay. I was
well,
like,
I mean,
okay.
you can go to Walmart too, but they sometimes hit or miss with them as far as like no salt stuff.
Okay. No, I was
Go
like,
somewhere where you can find a variety, where you can find the no salt option, the no high fruit, all the different things that we prefer. What were you gonna say, Darryl?
no, I was at Wegmans last night. It's amazing. That place is so overwhelming. So I was like, man, it's like so many different options there.
Yeah,
I
So yeah.
know, and
yeah.
that's
So go ahead, Athena.
no, I was saying that's why I wanted to start a grocery store tour to
Mm-hmm.
guide people through the grocery stores, different grocery stores, because there are things in some stores. I mean, I literally, when I do meal prep, I go to like 3 or 4 stores. I'm in Lidl, I'm in Wegmans, I'm in
Mm-hmm.
um, Walmart. I mean, I'm everywhere that I know what I'm gonna need. Go ahead.
Right. Good morning, Teresa. So, as people join, good morning. Thank you for joining the show. If you would like to share, please share. You can also share through YouTube at Coffee and Collaborations Media. We're excited to have our guest co-host, Darryel Washington, and back again for the food demo where we're focusing on sauces. Today, we have Athena Ellis of Divine Goddess Health and Wellness, and she's showing us a white sauce, how to make a white sauce, and then also how to make a tomato sauce. Now I love sauces too. Especially love mixing them. So I like sometimes mixing a white sauce with a tomato sauce. And I want to talk a little bit about the power of food, right? When it comes to business, because of course this show is a show that we focus on relationships, building relationships. We focus on finance. Darryl will love that because he's also in finance. As a what is your official, like, what do you call yourself, because there's so many things that people want to make sure they get correct when it comes to finance. So what do you call yourself?
I'm a financial consultant. And,
Consultant.
yeah,
Okay.
and I do day trading as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I've been in finances for the past 15 years. So I help with budgeting, marketing, and just investments with for my clients.
Yeah. That's awesome. Teresa Jones said, "Oh my God, I love sauces on everything."
Oh yeah. Hey, yes,
So
she's like me. I mean, you may not
No,
consider
she
ranch as
not
a
like you.
okay.
somebody said, somebody texted me and said ranch, LOL.
Remember that commercial with the hot sauce? You put that on everything.
Oh
Everything.
God.
Okay, so ranch is
Yeah,
like
I
hot
think
sauce. I put it
Patty
on everything.
Patty LaBelle does that. Now,
Yeah.
you know, I have my moments of, I've had my moments in life of ranch love. However, the fact that it's a sauce, I'm saying that was funny. That was funny. It's all good though. We're gonna learn. You can learn how to make ranch, Darryl. You can make your own homemade,
You
Hey,
sure can.
your
You can
own
use
homemade
Greek
ranch.
yogurt. You can use Greek
okay,
Mhm.
yogurt,
okay.
some
Yeah, yeah.
buttermilk.
See, look, see, you all clowning me about my ranch thing, but you know who has the best ranch dressing?
Who is that?
Cheesecake Factory. You got to try it. Just go there and just order the ranch. But probably get some, some
Order
fried and get the ranch dressing. They have the best. I don't know what type of ranch dressing it is, but it's just the best.
the best.
Is
They
it
have good
thick
ranch.
or kind of runny? Is it thick or
It's
kind of
good.
runny?
It's thick.
Mm.
It's definitely thick. Yep. It's
So
not
let's
running. No.
Yes, it's good. Let's talk about how important food is a lot of times when it comes to building relationships. Darryl, what have you found in your experience as an entrepreneur that a lot of the best business meetings and different things like that are happening over food?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you got food involved, people gonna come. So so it's like a gathering. So like I was saying, like for instance, like sushi and stuff like that, like little small items like that you can eat over a business a deal or what have you.
Yeah,
So I like to go stuff like places like that to have a meal and do business at the same time, or even like a steakhouse as well.
yeah. Oh, y'all having meetings at steakhouses. Okay. I'm joking. Yeah, those are actually great places. And, with you being on the golf course, oftentimes too, teaching golf, working with the youth with golf, I'm sure a lot of that is, maybe you're taking it from the golf course and you're spending the whole day together, going to get something to eat, etc., and really cultivating relationships in business. Have you found that to be true?
That is so like when I play golf, I usually try to eat bananas because it helps with
Mhm,
the flexibility of the muscles, what have you.
mhm.
So I eat some bananas when I'm playing, or I eat some nuts and stuff like that. Oh, she
We're
making
gonna
it.
mute,
She
we're
making
gonna mute Athena for just a second while
yeah.
she opens up her cans and things. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Matter of fact, I need some of that. I need some of that stuff this morning because we have a tea time this morning around like 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Before I prepare to go play, I usually pack a nice little package of bananas, nuts, definitely water. So you want to stay hydrated because
Mm-hmm.
you're playing like for 4 hours, so you
Yeah.
want to stay hydrated out there. But yeah, those little snacks like that. You don't want anything heavy,
Mm-hmm.
like hot dogs. They have hot dogs out there, and
Yeah.
try to stay with stuff like that. So.
So tell us about your teaching of golf. Like, how can I know how to reach out to you, but how can people reach out to you? What are your lessons like, and what age groups?
So we have group lessons on Saturdays at Lockmere Golf Course, which is in Cary, North Carolina. The group ranges from ages 6 to 17 years of age. We have probably like 15 kids per session, but we
Mm-hmm.
also do private lessons throughout the week, from junior lessons to adult lessons as well. Like your stepdad, for instance, right? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
get him acclimated to the process. So we do, like I said, private lessons throughout the week, Monday through Sunday, and it usually lasts an hour, or some clients want to do for 2 hours. So if you're ever looking for junior lessons or private lessons for juniors or even adults, definitely contact us. We have instructors that are available to teach you the game and teach you the proper way to play the game.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think that's great because so many people are realizing that business dealings, especially as time has gone on, that a lot of things are happening in different places because we're able to build relationships. And the golf course is one of those places that, culture in one culture it may be common, but in another or two or three it may not. And so I think it's great that you're exposing people to the opportunity to learn as well as their kids to learn. so that they can have more access
Correct.
to new people. Were you gonna say something to that?
No, well, like for instance, I have a client now that he's a dentist and he has like 3 other kids, and it gives him the time to actually have father kids time with his kids playing the game. And
Yeah.
I actually been teaching them for the past 6 months, and even though we learning golf, he said it's more therapeutic for him just to come out and play on every Sunday because of his busy schedule, and sometimes have a good chance to be with his kids throughout the week. So just get an opportunity to be with his kids and learn to play at the same time.
That's good. Yeah, bringing families back together.
Correct.
So he's able to, take that love where he might be working with people, business dealings on the golf course, but he can also do that with his family.
Correct.
That's so good. More women now. I say this, but I haven't done it. But it is my intention too. But more women, I think. I know that you guys also have like a female component of front and back nine. So how did that get started, and how's that going?
Well, it's going well. So it's called Front Back Nine Ladies. And the ladies, they get together throughout the week. They go play on different golf courses. They may go to like Drive Shack, or they may take some clinics as well together. And that builds a bond with the ladies in the group. And I say right now it's currently like 20 ladies. They go out, they travel together and network and build that bond. And most of the ladies are business professionals. Some are doctors, lawyers. So it's a good group of ladies that meet like every other week, and they go out and play.
Wow, that's nice. That's what I was saying. That's something that I say that I'm gonna do, but I haven't. But I think that's super great that they do that, and it's not just something, because a lot of times people think golf is something that men are getting on the golf course and they're building, but women are also out there doing their thing. And let's talk about it from a health perspective, because this show, we're focusing on finance, we're focusing on collaboration, business, but how important it is for us to be healthy. And that's also a great way of getting in some exercise and mental health. Can we talk about, what do you think about that, Darryel?
Oh yeah, so definitely, because golf is a thinking person sport. So yes, the mental capacity is you really learn when you play in the game, and also come for the physical part too. Like you have a lot of men and women that walk the course, so you are getting your steps in, right? Which you want to turn your steps and everything. So yeah, I think it's good when it comes to the physical part, especially as we get a little older. I just celebrated a birthday last week. I turned 43.
Happy belated again.
Yeah, thank you. So for me personally, it keeps me active. I used to play basketball and baseball, and of course I played football when I was younger. But those type of sports I really don't play as much as I've gotten a little older. And golf has allowed me to still be active and play a sport and be competitive, not only against someone else, but golf is one of those games that you play within yourself.
Yeah,
so that's where the mental capacity comes in. So yeah, you definitely a sport. You be active, like I said, with the walking aspect of it, and it keeps me going. So and that's why a lot of ladies love it as well too.
Yeah. Exercise, getting out on the green, getting some exercise, some vitamin D.
Get that sun in you, right? Make sure you get that sunblock though.
Let's tap in with Athena. What we got going on? I saw you took the cauliflower, I think, to the pot.
Yeah, I tested it. It's nice and soft, like I like it. In between time, what I did is I sauteed for this batch for sauce. I sauteed some onions and mushrooms, and I just poured in the sauce. And I'm getting ready to I have so many spices. I have to remember what the tops look like so I can figure out where my like pepper and stuff is. But so what I did was I sauteed the mushrooms and the onions, and then I added some kosher salt, I just found my pepper. And I also, another thing I love is Mrs. Dash. I love Mrs. Dash because it's saltless, but it's flavorful. So I use it so much. I think I'm going to buy like a case of it from Amazon if they have it. But so I sprinkle that on, and you want to layer when it comes to the seasoning, because you just want to make sure you season what you're sauteing, and then you season the sauce as it cooks. So that way you're getting plenty of seasoning. So now I put pepper in there. I'm putting some more garlic herb Mrs. Dash. So what I did on this batch is I used my tomato sauce
Mm-hmm.
and I did tomato puree.
Mm-hmm.
I did the fire roasted dice because I feel I like my smoky.
Mm.
And see, I think that's it. And now I'm going to me, I like my sauce a certain consistency. So if you have to, you can like I'm getting ready to add some hot water to mine because it's a bit too thick for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds good.
so now all you're gonna do is just let it, simmer, let the spices merge together and be happy and friendly. And
Mm-hmm.
then we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Now, so I've got this cooking now. Now we're gonna go to the cauliflower sauce. So that's
Okay.
it for the tomato sauce. I mean, that's it. That's your base.
And
So
can you tell us when you saute, was it medium heat? Did you use olive oil? Like, what was your process for those who
what
don't cook at all?
well, what I do is I start off on high. Make sure the pan is hot. I put my olive oil in there. I make sure the pan is hot. Then I put the veggies in there. And once they start to like kind of brown a bit, I turn it down and then I keep stirring until, you know, it kind of looks translucent a little bit, if
Mm-hmm.
you will. And because you don't want to cook it all the way because remember it's in a sauce and it's going to be boiling. So you don't want
Mm-hmm.
it to turn to mush. You want to keep some of the integrity of the onion and the mushroom. So
Mm-hmm.
but that's basically it. And then once I feel like they have sauteed enough, then I put the sauce in and more spices, more kosher salt and pepper. And then I let it just simmer. I let it simmer.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then
You were
and that
talking about
way,
the. Go ahead.
well, no, what I'm saying is that's why you could do two sauces at one time because
Mm-hmm.
once you do that one, it's on its own. There's nothing else you have to do to it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
base sauce number one, tomato base.
Okay.
So now we're getting ready to do the cauliflower. Now, there's so many things. Once I finish completing the sauces, then I'll give you guys ideas on how to use it and what to use it for. Okay, here's one more. All right.
So the cauliflower has boiled.
Y'all see that thing?
Yes. And now you're draining the water
I'm
off of the
draining the cauliflower. Now, and also, you can certainly use frozen cauliflower. I don't like it because it the cauliflower doesn't taste like cauliflower because when
Mm-hmm.
frozen. Then when you thaw it out or cook it, it's very watery. So I said, let me get my fresh. All I got to do is boil it.
Did you put
So
salt or anything in the water, or you just boiled it in water?
I did put salt in the water, and
Okay.
So it's like making
and
spaghetti, right?
He
I do not make that, right? You got
okay.
said, "I know
You
how to
got it.
boil
You got it.
spaghetti." Okay, so that's pretty. That sounds pretty easy. You get the cauliflower, you had cut it up, and then you put it in the water and boiled it. Got a little soft, and you drain the water, right?
Right.
Okay,
So
awesome.
now
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to actually make the white sauce, which to me is quick. So for this one, and you don't have to, but I do put butter in it, just a little bit, to give it
Okay.
that, like it's mashed potato.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a caveat to the cauliflower. Now, sometimes I'll break it down because we're all about texture. So if I do a fettuccine alfredo sauce, I want it thin, right? Makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. So, but if I feel like this week I just bought some shrimps and I'm gonna want some, I'm sorry, Grandma, some shrimp, and I want shrimp and grits.
Okay.
So texture wise, I'm not gonna blend it up as liquidy. So I may break up the boiled broccoli. Why I keep saying broccoli? Cauliflower into different sections. So if I think I'm gonna want shrimp and grits, it'll be more coarse, almost like grits. Then
Okay.
I may want let me see, what else do I do it for? I think that's pretty much it. So I'll do like light sauce, a thin sauce for whatever, and then I'll do like one that's like for if I want to do shrimp and grits. Which is
Okay.
not. Oh, wait, I forgot. The third thing is I also make my cauliflower mashed potatoes as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that you don't want it grits, you don't want it fettuccine alfredo sauce, but you want it thin enough just so that you can make mashed potato. Well, not thin. You want it a little bit thicker. So you kind of you got, and that's another thing, you got to taste your stuff. Just saying, oh, that looks okay. No, I look my drawer over here. Y'all hear that? I
Yeah.
got mad plastic spoons because
For
I have to
tasting.
taste my stuff. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so what I'm gonna do,
But at the
I'm
house
gonna go.
we at the house we be like, you put your finger in.
We ain't coming to your house.
I don't do that.
Now I'm
I
talking
don't
about
do
if I'm
that.
cooking for myself. Now if I'm cooking for guests, I use a spoon. But if I'm cooking for
I know.
myself, I
know.
don't really do that.
That's like
Huh?
potlucks. I don't like potlucks.
Oh yeah. No. If I'm cooking for others, I have my spoons. But if I'm cooking for myself, I don't do all of that.
I ain't gonna front. I do that too. I do when I'm cooking for myself.
I was just
Okay,
trying to be
so
real. Like
Everybody does
Daryl
it.
don't cook, so
Everybody does it. Everybody
say
does
what?
it.
no,
Yeah,
Darryl
everybody does
did this in ranch sauce.
it.
He
Yeah.
did his thing in ranch. Yeah.
Look, I need to learn. I need to learn how to cook more. I'll be honest. I know. I think
And
I
it's
know.
not as hard.
Yeah, it's not as hard. I just don't probably have the time. Probably. I do cook breakfast though.
But you
I
got
can.
time to eat ranch and dip it in something.
No. I can actually cook breakfast. I make some good pancakes.
It's just cooking. I think when we say we don't have time, I think it's just about making it based on our schedule. It personally, like if you're gonna be working Monday to Friday 8 to 5, then maybe you cook a little on Sunday and make a dish that'll last for that's what my mom used to do, and I got that training from her. Like kind of make a dish that would last like a couple days, maybe even 3. And then when you have to, by Thursday, let's say by Thursday, we can just take something quick like a pizza or, make it at home. Like I have dough. I used to keep dough, like fresh dough, so I can make a quick pizza at home. So it just depends. But I get you, Darryl, like as far as it feeling like you don't have time to cook.
Well, I think during the pandemic, I cooked more during the pandemic actually.
Oh,
You had to.
Yeah, you really
I
had to,
mean,
unless you was getting takeout and
yeah.
delivering food to you. But yeah, so I cooked more during the pandemic. But
Do
I'm
you like-
basic, so I can make a great spaghetti. I can make a good.
You put sugar in your spaghetti?
I put sugar. Yeah, I'm from up north, so yeah, I don't know if it's a northern thing or not, but yeah, I put sugar in my spaghetti.
You put
I don't
ketchup in
No, I don't like ketchup.
ketchup in your spaghetti? Okay, yeah, you pass. You pass.
I don't put no ketchup.
You pass.
It's like that. It's like that debate. Do you put sugar in your grits, or do you put salt in your grits?
Yeah, no
Salt.
sugar for me.
Yeah, I don't
now,
like sugar. In my
cream
grits
of
either.
wheat, I'll put sugar in. Cream of wheat.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh my
But
God,
to
I
me,
love
when
that.
you put sugar in grits, it tastes to me like sort of like cream of wheat. I
Cream of
don't.
wheat. Well,
Yeah.
to me, the grits taste more corny. If that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense, because
Mm-hmm.
more like corn. But cream of wheat
Yeah.
is just, it doesn't have like the corny taste.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
mild or grain, not grainy. So Teresa said no sugar in her grits.
No
And
sugar.
probably no sugar in her spaghetti. Oh, she might use sugar in her spaghetti. Do you put sugar in your spaghetti, Teresa?
Oh yeah, she putting sugar in her.
She put sugar in her. Okay, go ahead, Athena.
Well, speaking on the sugar part, I use monk fruit. I'm sure you've heard of it, Kim. Monk fruit is a sweetener, very good,
Yeah.
no aftertaste. So
Yeah.
when I do make spaghetti, I like to put my sugar is the monk fruit.
Mhm.
So I'm not using real sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at the point where I put some butter in my. I have a food processor, but if you have a blender, you can put it in your blender, and pulse it. So I put my butter in here. I put my garlic herb seasoning, some kosher salt. Another thing that I do, and that's totally up to you. 1 second.
Okay. Darryel, do you like cauliflower?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I like cauliflower. I do.
Okay.
I get my vegetables in.
So
Okay.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
Teresa
I
uses
like.
Splenda instead of sugar.
Hmm.
That's what she
Oh
said.
yeah.
I love Brussels sprouts. I love
I
me
just
some
made
Brussels
some for a client yesterday. They were like, "Oh, I'm so glad you said you were gonna put Brussels sprouts in there." I could take them or leave them, honestly. I mean, they okay, but I'm not gonna run to the store. Let me get Brussels sprouts.
I
Mm-hmm.
love
I'm,
fried Brussels sprouts though. They gotta be fried.
huh?
They have to be
Well,
fried Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I like them fried. I know. I
hmm.
know. I know. Fried food is not good for you, but I don't know something about fried
But I
Brussels.
mean, it's nothing wrong with having it. But every time, I mean, if you're not eating it every day, I mean, that's not a big deal.
Moderation.
Um,
Yeah.
correct. All right. So
Yeah.
the other thing that I do, and you don't have to do it to soften up the sauce, is I use sour cream, and I usually put like a spoonful of that in there as well, or a couple.
Mm.
And now we are going to commence. Like I said, I have a food processor, so uh, it'll
So you
chop this up in 2 seconds flat.
putting the sour
So
cream and the cauliflower in the food processor.
yes, everything goes in the food processor. The butter, because and you
Oh, the
want to lay
butter.
down before you put the cauliflower on top, because remember the cauliflower is hot. So you put butter in there, you put sour cream in there. So once you put the hot cauliflower on top, it's already starting to melt the butter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put my handy dandy processor together, and if you want to mute real quick, what I'll be doing is I'll be pulsing it and
Okay.
getting it to a certain consistency. Since I'm doing sauces, it'll be the plain. I'm not gonna break it up, for the grits and
Mm-hmm.
the mashed potatoes. But so give me 1 second.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll be back. So I love a food processor. Oh my gosh. They
What?
are such a blessing. You don't have one, do you, Darryel? Do
You
you
know
have
what? I actually do. I have
you have
one.
a food processor? So
Yes.
all you have to do is go get you some cauliflower
What?
and follow her recipe, get you some butter, and you can make you some cauliflower mashed potatoes. You can make this sauce she's making by adding that sour cream and then whatever else she's gonna tell us. You can be a cook. You can call yourself a cook.
Cause I be cooked. I could be. Can I
I
be? A
mean, the first stages, the step one
Yeah, you're right.
towards the journey.
You're right.
Start small with with what you learn here, cauliflower. She said you could do mashed potatoes, so you could just make cauliflower mashed potatoes, right?
Cauliflower mashed potatoes. I like that. It would actually help because I eat out too much. I think.
Mm.
So I think I need to cook more. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about I think a lot of people because we cooked so much during this past year with COVID and all of that, I think more people are like starting once the world began to open back up, we're eating out and stuff, just wanting a different taste, a different experience, got expired on our old recipes and
Correct.
stuff. Because that's what I've heard from people, and they started sort of eating out. But what we'll realize is that we feel different. All of those different things.
Yeah.
So you think you're gonna take on some cooking?
Yeah. I mean, if she's doing cooking classes, that'd be great. I don't know if you do
Yeah.
cooking classes at all. You probably do, right? I'm
She
assuming.
does.
Yeah.
She does all of that and meal planning. She does
Yeah.
meal planning too.
Yeah. I definitely need meal planning personally. Especially like we call it like meal prepping throughout the week.
Mm-hmm. That's what that is. Meal
Yeah.
planning, meal
Yeah.
prepping.
Yeah. Definitely need something like that. Because like I said, like I know I need to eat better. I try my best. Even when I do eat out, I try to eat healthy. I eat
Mm-hmm.
more vegetables, but I still slide in a little bit of pork sometimes, and I get my beef in as well. But we all can do better. So we can all do better.
Yeah, I think so. I think one of the things about meal prepping, if you are a busy person or you just don't cook but you want something healthy, then you can get all of that. You can have your days scheduled around your life and all of that, and so you're putting your health as a priority One of the things I want to mention about that is that as entrepreneurs or career driven people, whatever, if we don't feel well, then we don't produce as well. And so, yeah, so when you feel good, you produce better, your focus is better, your clarity, and all of that. What's one of the things that you found over your career that whenever you get off track with food or exercise, whatever it is, it really makes a difference?
Yeah, so like even like when I start off in the morning, I try to drink a lot of water, but also would make a protein shake and I'll go
Mm-hmm.
work out. So I try to work out at least like twice a day if I can, in the
Mm-hmm.
morning time and then also at nighttime as well.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Okay.
if I don't get my exercise in, or if I'm not eating right, I can feel a little sluggish. I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like doing anything. I want to kind of like stay in, and that's not a good thing. So yeah, I try my best, especially in the morning time, to work out, drink some water, and then drink water throughout the day as well. That what helps me to get me through the day. And,
Yeah.
and so I don't really do the coffee too much, but if I do drink coffee, it's on occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love me some coffee, and I'm gonna
I
tell
know.
you,
Coffee and collaborations, right?
coffee and collaborations, right? Well, the coffee, it really stands for building relationships. So I tell people they can have tea, whatever it is, but coffee and collaborations was just the name that came to me. But I love coffee because to me it's an experience, and I don't like to put a whole bunch of cream in it because, of course, that makes it less healthy, especially the creamers that have all the sugars and stuff. So that's why I started drinking Lori Jones's coffee with Blackology Coffee Company.
Okay,
And so you see, I got my mug here.
I
She's
see.
going to be in the magazine. You're going to be in the magazine. But yeah, Blackology Coffee, I don't have to use as much creamer with that coffee. And so we're actually in collaboration with that company. So we share that coffee. So anybody that goes and purchases Blackology Coffee at her website, they can save 10% by using our code. And so she's amazing. That coffee is good. I love me some coffee. I'm gonna put that in the comments. So anybody that wants to reach out to Blackology Coffee Company and get your coffee, you can, and you could save 10% using our code.
Does she have different flavors? Or like I like a good hazelnut coffee.
So she has different like types of coffee. Yeah, so different
Okay.
blends and stuff like that. I don't
Mhm.
know. I haven't seen like a flavor like a hazelnut coffee, whatever. But she has different. Whenever she goes and does her pop up, she can make all these different ones for you
Mm.
that are really good. Athena, you back with us?
She's
Awesome. Uh-oh, I meant to unmute. I hit the wrong button, y'all. Forgive me. Okay, you're unmuted.
Okay. All right. So I have gotten it to the consistency that I want. So um, I'm gonna do this right here. So y'all can see this. You see how it comes out? That's just
Oh yeah.
cauliflower, y'all. Just cauliflower.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get all of that out, that's your base. And all it has is garlic herb in it
okay.
and salt, pepper, butter, sour cream for me.
Ooh.
And so at this point, we're going to start off with the white sauce, the things you can do with the white sauce. So, of course, fettuccine Alfredo. Um, one of my favorite go-tos is pesto, basil pesto. And that's
Mm-hmm.
for the fettuccine side, Italian flavor. One thing I did put in the sauce is I always, because some things need acidity to make it pop. So I
Mm-hmm.
use, you get this in your freezer section by the juices at most stores, like the frozen juices.
Mm.
Um, and this is frozen real lemonade. Do not get that lemonade on the shelf. I mean, that lemon on the shelf that says real lemon. I hate that lemon. It tastes nothing like lemon at all. So I always squeeze a little bit of that in my sauce. I do the same for that one and the red one, the red sauce. So fettuccine Alfredo, you can do that. You can also, I like to roast veggies. And if I don't really feel like meat, I really don't want something tomato because I got heartburn that day, I will use the white sauce and I will cook a bunch of roasted veggies, Brussels sprouts. I may do red potatoes, broccoli, like just a hodgepodge of vegetables that I know I like, and then I'll just drizzle this sauce on top, and then I'll add some other seasonings for whatever I feel like that day. The other thing is you can also use this for okay. So I just started doing stuff with sweet potatoes.
Okay.
So again, if you want to stay away from the meat, or you could actually use the sweet potato. And I know people will be like, "Ew, that might not taste as good," but I promise you, it's delicious. So you roast your sweet potato, you open it up, and then if you want chicken, you can saute some chicken with some onions, some peppers, and then you lay that in there first, and then you drizzle this on top. And you can put any sausage, I mean, any spices you want. Again, just open your horizons. I think one of the biggest things I see with my clients is that people don't have enough spices. They just have salt and pepper and and if they're really good, they'll have garlic powder and onion powder. But I had my whole counter. I don't have a counter because my whole counter, y'all can't see it, but my whole counter from here to here is spices. I mean, what do I need counter space for? Ain't nobody coming to sit. Well, I ain't gonna let nobody come and sit.
So someone asked, "What is that again?" So it's a cauliflower sauce. So it's a white sauce with a cauliflower base. So I have a question about the Alfredo. So to make that, to use that for Alfredo, you just add the Parmesan.
You can add Parmesan cheese to it. But honestly, you don't even really need to add it. I mean, you sprinkle that on your whatever you're eating, it pasta or whatever it is you're eating it with. You sprinkle the parm on the pasta first, then pour the sauce on top. And if you want to, you can put all. You see what I'm saying? And then because normally, if this was a fettuccine Alfredo sauce, period, I would have it already mixed in to the sauce. But since this is just the base, I didn't put it in there. So again,
she said, "What was the lemon product?" So it was lemon juice, right? The lemon product.
Yeah, lemon juice. It is 100% pure lemon juice by Minute Maid, and it comes frozen in the juice section.
So 100% pure lemon juice by Minute Maid, Teresa. That's what that was. Okay, thank you. Want to get these questions answered.
I like questions.
Yeah.
So I mean, when it comes to the white sauce, again, whatever you feel like, just be creative, And I mean, I don't see Darryel going to Pinterest looking up recipes, but Pinterest is really awesome. Like you could just say pinky toe, and it'll come up with a bunch of the recipes for pinky toes. Like, I mean, the sky's the limit, So, but for me,
I love Pinterest.
What I use it for.
You like Pinterest, Darryel? That's awesome.
Like Pinterest. Yeah, I'm about to go on Pinterest right now and look up some recipes.
Why you trying? Why all of a sudden?
I don't know. I'm being
your recommendation. And then what about the tomato sauce?
The tomato sauce. Hold on 1 second. So it is still simmering. Yesterday I had to make lasagna for a client. So this is actually what I added, turkey sausage and what else did I add? I forgot. It was turkey sauce. Oh, and sweet mild Italian sausage.
Okay.
So I cooked all of that, and then I had some of my base in the freezer, and then I mixed it in with this, and I added, all of my oregano and, all that stuff. My basil pesto. So, that was something that I didn't have to do from scratch because it was already done from scratch. I just had it in freezer. Yeah. Now, Darryel, you said something about cauliflower mashed potatoes. So this is what I made for my client.
Ooh, okay.
And, you see how it's like thick. you know,
Mhm.
and because I left the integrity of and I had to do this from scratch because they wanted cauliflower mashed potatoes specifically. So the it's the same concept when you're doing the mashed potatoes. It's just that the texture of the cauliflower is going to be different.
How long did it
Um,
take to make that?
hmm,
How long did it take to make something like that?
what the sauce with the meat in it or the lasagna?
Well, no, the cauliflower mashed potatoes. Does it take a while to make something like that? Since you're making it from scratch,
Once,
that's what I wonder.
yeah, well, yeah, you kind of have to because you're still going to boil your cauliflower. You're going to do all the stuff that I said, the butter, the seasoning,
Hmm.
all of that. Um, then at that point, what you do is you're pulsing your blender because you don't want it soupy like this. You don't want
Yeah.
it soupy like this. So you want to leave like little grains in there. So, and then that's it. And then you put your cheese on top.
So about 30
And
minutes.
um, if you don't include boiling,
Hmm.
less than that. Because at this point, you're just
Okay.
pouring it in a dish and then putting cheese on and putting it in the oven. If you want
Nice.
to add the boiling, I would probably say 15, 20 minutes from
Yeah.
boiling
Yeah.
to the oven.
Nice.
And that's another thing
Not
too.
too
When you're
long.
cooking, make sure you have everything. That's another thing that people don't do. They sit here and they try to make a dish and they're over here, they're over here, they're over here. When before I cook, I pull out everything that I know I'm going to use. That's spices, that's canned stuff, that's whatever. So when I'm cooking, it's boom, boom. I
Yeah.
pull out all my fruit. I mean fruit. I pull out all my veggies, so they're right there. And then another thing that's helpful, it's another tip. Uh, I keep what I call a garbage bowl, so I'm not turning around doing the trash, turning around doing the trash because that takes time. So I have a garbage bowl, and once it gets full, I dump it, and then I put it back over here, and then I get back to chopping. So that saves time as well and frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you got the meat sauce, or you can just do. I just learned about this recipe that I love. It's called shakshuka. Have you heard of it, Kim?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, shakshuka is I'm gonna stay with what I think it is. The historical background is it came from somewhere in Europe or something, but everybody's going with it. It's a Tanzanian dish. So basically, what it is that the Middle East eats it a lot. But what they do is you can take that base that I made, you put it in your pan, you heat it up, and I don't know if you like eggs, but you drop the egg, you make holes in the tomato sauce, and you drop the egg in it, and then you just cook it. So you just have like sunny side up eggs, but I break it and then because I can't do the
Mm-hmm.
runny thing. But I break it and then I put it in the oven and it's just so good. It's almost like when you get a breakfast burrito and you get the little salsa on there.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's kind of like that. And then I
Okay.
like it because it's a quick protein. And if you just feel like eating your tomato sauce, you got it. Another
Nice.
thing that I order, like I like stews and stuff like that. So I'll cut up, a bunch of veggies again and saute them in the pan and then put them in the tomato sauce. And I feel like I got a robust, chunky tomato soup, you know. So it's just different things you can do with it. But the base, salt, pepper, boom, that's it. And lemon
Nice.
juice, butter, and garlic and herb. And so
Nice.
that's pretty much it. When you can do veggie lasagna as well and use your
Mm-hmm.
tomato sauce. I did a white sauce lasagna and I used zucchini and eggplant.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was like my sauce, the eggplant, sauce, zucchini, cheese. I just layered it that way. And so they had a veggie and they were happy with it. They were like, I'll take it, because they were trying
Yeah.
to eat better. So you
Yeah.
just got to find, we eat with our eyes and we eat also with the texture of things.
Yeah,
So
for
that's pretty
sure.
much it.
So you guys, you can take home this cauliflower white sauce recipe and then a tomato sauce recipe, and try it out this week. I recommend try it out this week. Throw it on to make you a lasagna, make you some spaghetti that Darryel talked about, make you some fish, different things that you can do with the white sauce or the red sauce and have some fun.
Oh, and actually, the white sauce really is good over whitefish.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
good.
can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more tip I want to give. So, you can actually use the red sauce like a salsa type of thing. Remember I
Hmm.
spoke earlier about, a taco or whatever. Like I said, you can also do a breakfast burrito, and use the
Yeah.
sauce to put on it.
Hmm.
And then, when you can do here are your burritos. But the tip that I want to give you is these freeze well. I didn't know that because I would always buy some and they would go to waste, and then I'd be mad because it'd be like 12 of them still in there.
The
So
burrito
what I
wrapper.
Yes. So what I do is I put them in the freezer and I put them. Well, for me, I put wax paper in between each one so I don't have to thaw out the whole thing every time. And then I just
Hmm.
pull one out, let it thaw out, boom, done.
Hmm.
So that
Yeah.
way, because we gotta learn how to save money. We are horrible for not just us, but America period about throwing away food.
Oh
And
no.
you
Wasteful.
just got, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so
We have the best intentions, like, but we get tired of things, and then there's variety, and somebody invites you to dinner, and you have all these different
right.
things that we experience, and next thing you know, you look in their cabinet and like, oh man, that went bad, or you look in the refrigerator. So that's a great tip for those of you who like the breakfast burritos, but no, you're probably only going to eat like two a week or something like that. Then go ahead and freeze the rest, and then just pull them out prior to making that burrito, to be able to save money, so you're not throwing food away. This has
Right.
been great, Athena. Thank
I'm
you for
glad.
the recipes. Can people reach out to you if they want to get like the breakdown of the recipe? And if so,
Can they reach out to me?
tell them how.
Well, basically, always I'm on Facebook. You can inbox me. I'm also on Instagram. You can excuse me. You can DM me there. You can give me a call because I have a business line. It's 919-651-4200. You can also email me at divinegoddesshw@gmail.com.
Awesome. So I have her information scrolling across the bottom. Hopefully, you got the email address as well as the phone number. Excuse me. Everything is Divine Goddess HW. So Divine Goddess HW at gmail.com. If I can remember, y'all got it. So you all have
Oh, I
a
got
great
one more thing I want to say, Kim. Also, I have a YouTube channel,
it's
and
on there.
it would. I can't see it.
Yep.
I'm
Divine
so
Goddess
far.
Health and Wellness. I got you. Yep.
Okay, all
I
right,
have
all
all
right.
your social media and your YouTube. The only thing I didn't have already prepared was the email address and the phone number.
Gotcha.
So, yep, Facebook at Divine Goddess HW, YouTube Divine Goddess Health and Wellness. But anything else you want to say? Because then I'm gonna go to Darryel so we can close out.
A bon
Nope.
appetit. We
Okay.
can do it.
We
I
love
believe in y'all.
having Athena back for the live demo. Darryel, I want to thank you for coming in as co-host. Anything you want to say as we close out?
Hey, thanks for having me. I really had a good time. If you also can follow us at frontandback9.com. Social media is Front and Back 9 Junior Golf, which is our IG account. And also, too, I can be contacted by just give me a call at 919-280-2640. That's my direct line. But yeah, it was a great show. Thank you for the tips. I'm looking forward to making different sauces than ranch sauce, I guess. And I'll definitely be reaching out to you on that.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Because we gotta slide that in. Or either you gotta make something from scratch. That's the caveat if I come help you. We're gonna have to make some ranch from scratch.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Darryel, can you tell me front and back nine? It's just the N, right?
Yes. Yep.
All right, let me do that again.
Yeah.
So we want to be sure. Oh, if you guys follow Coffee and Collaborations, whether it's the podcast channels where you can go to Podbean or you follow us on YouTube or wherever you follow us on social media, you will be able to get connected to both of them if you missed anything. So I did want to say that because I'm moving fast here and I might mess up. So just in case, then please follow us so that you can get their information. All right, you all have an amazing rest of your Monday. Go ahead and tackle the week as the amazing people that you are. Be a light and shine bright. We always love to share a message of hope and care and love and all of that wherever we go. So you can be a part of that by being a light and shining so bright. All right, you all have a great rest of your day. Talk to you next time. See you on Coffee and
Bye.
Collaborations every Monday at 8 a.m. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye bye.